auntie. And she told me, today we have prayer at our church. Would you mind going with me? And I was like, okay, auntie, it's okay. I'll go. We went. That was my first time to attend a Pentecostal church in Congo. 98. I went to their church. I found people sitting like you on mat down. And that was my first time to see people sitting down praying. More than 200 people sitting down, praying, speaking in tongues. And I was like, what is this? Speaking in tongues. A guy from Baptist church. Now a certain woman came to me. And she was like, you young boy, God is telling me. And I was like, God is telling you? We are sitting here. All of us were sitting here. How? From where? And she was like, God is telling me, you will be a pastor. You will travel all over the world. You will help people. I was like, you are crazy. Me becoming a pastor? Because I knew pastors were poor people. So I never dreamed to become a pastor. And my father wanted me to study and become a doctor, or a politician, a lawyer. Now when someone is telling me to become a pastor, I said no. In my heart I said no. And now she said, as a sign. Remember, we are praying. They are praying for me. For sure I was not praying. For me, I was just seeing what is happening. But for them, they were in a war room. They are praying, talking to God. And that day was my day. Then she said, as a sign, you are saying no in your heart. And I was like, oh, these things are serious. She can even see what is in my heart. Then I was like, okay. Then she said, you are saying no. As a sign, God is going to teach you a new language. And I was like, God is going to teach me a new language? And I was like, okay. I left. I even forgot about the dream, about the prophecy. But in the year 99, after 1 year, I found myself joining a new church. I left Baptist church. After just few months, they chose me as a youth leader in that new ministry. Then we were praying. And I don't know how I started praying in English. After prayer, my cousin brother called Pole, I still remember the name. He came to me, said, Safari, where did you learn English from? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you have been praying in English. And I was like, I know. Safari, he doesn't speak English. And I was like, are you serious? He said yes. I just forgot about it. That night, I got a dream. And the man came to me. And I was like, do you remember what I told you? You'll serve me. And you said no. Then I told you, as a sign, I'm going to teach you a new language. And since in 1999, I started speaking English without going to school. Or it's broken, or it's what? God has used it in Brazil, in South Africa, in Europe, everywhere. And that is from heaven. No matter what you are going through, I don't know. But you have God's promise. So far, because of preaching, as he told me in 98, you will travel all over the world preaching the word. So far, I've traveled almost 39 countries. At my age, it's only God. When you're in a war room, there are some things that happens there. At the same time, there are other voices that come to discourage you. Remember 98, I got that dream. I got that prophecy. But still, until now, I'm still going through a lot in ministry. So becoming a believer, becoming an anointed man of God, does not stop the battle to come. If you know the world we are living in now, the devil is fighting the church. And by fighting the church, he's fighting the servants of God to discourage us. But in the war room, we get more power. We get strength. As we are talking about the war, as I say, my wife was pregnant, but now time came when she had a baby. But still, no food. We went somewhere to ask our friend for food. But she told us, go and pray your God. Can you imagine? There are things that you can't believe until they happen to you. In 2005, 1st January, the landlord came to me and said, go out. 1st January. People are enjoying chips. People are enjoying sodas. People are enjoying whatever they are enjoying. And the landlord comes and says, leave my house. I cried. But the Lord came and told me, don't worry. I am with you. Remember Gideon, when the angel came and told him, God is with you. He said, if he's really with us, how come these things are happening to us? Have you ever been there? Or are you there? You are believing. You are praying. You are fasting. You are anointed. But still you go through a situation whereby you ask, God, where are you? Now this man, he's anointed. But time comes, he's saying, God, you deceived me. And God came and told me, I'm still with you. I thank God. Always when I'm in this room, he always reminds me what he did for me. He gave me English, but in the year 2000, I was going to preach the gospel in a place called Kihihi in Uganda. Kihihi. Have you been there?
No.
Kihihi. Ani amanyi Kihihi? Yes. No, the place is called Kihihi.
The place Kihihi.
In Kanungu district, or Kihihi district, I don't know.
No, it's a Kanungu.
So I was going to preach the gospel on a bike. Kukagari.
Yes.
I
had my Bible on the bicycle.
I crossed the border. A border called Ishasha. with my bike. Reaching somewhere, I saw an animal from the bush. I stopped my bike. I looked at the animal very well. This was a lion. Unajua kutubu dhambi zote. You know, to confess all the sin. I told God, even whatever I committed in the dream tonight, forgive me, Lord. Then I said, maybe I'm dreaming. I looked at it, and I said, this is a lion. It looked at me, and I said, I'm gone. I said, God, forgive me all my sins. The lion checked the head like this and came in the middle of the road. And I said, it's getting ready now. This was around 9 a.m. And I said, God, just, I'm ready. For sure, I never prayed for a miracle. I said, no, God, you are able. God, you are able. Save me. No. I just said, God, I'm ready. Receive me. And forgive me. Those are two things I say. As a human being, I started shaking, trembling. I changed the direction. Remember, I can't run more than a lion. I went like 10 meters. I looked behind. The lion was still looking at me like this. And I was like, it's getting ready to just come on. Until I reached somewhere. I looked behind. I couldn't see it. Then I saw a pickup, a car, small car coming. I stopped them. Said, please, can you help me? I need a lift. But do you have a bike? Said, I have seen a lion. The man was sitting near the driver. He was a Muslim because I could see he was a Muslim. Then he saw my Bible on the bike. He told this guy in Ruchiga. And I could pick some Ruchiga. He told the driver, oh no guy, I gotta just lift it to go in. Then he added, how do you see a lion on a bike and you are still alive?
And they left me.
I was like, okay, God, let me just go back. Going back, the voice came to me. Safari. I stopped. I turned away. There was no man. But I heard a voice clearly. Safari. Go back and preach the gospel. I was like, maybe I'm crazy. How do I go back? I've just seen a lion. I never went back. I continued on my way. Going back home.
On my bike.
Then I heard another voice with a strong voice. Safari, do you believe me? Go back and preach the gospel. I am with you. The second voice, I never went back. I never even continued on my way. I just stopped. And the third one came. I have protected you. Go back and preach the gospel. I don't know where I got the energy. I turned with my bike with fear.
I can't say that I was.
I had fear still. On my bike button with fear. Reaching where I met the lion, it was not there. 30 meters from where I met the lion, like 30 meters, I met a fresh meat antelope. Antelope, what is antelope? It's like a yellow gundi.
They understand.
Yeah.
That antelope
Yeah.
Engabi, yes. Engabi nga bakajja.
The meat was fresh, the blood coming out.
They had just eaten a fresh one.
And the voice told me,
Kati eddoboozi ne liŋŋamba.
Safari, the lion you saw
Ne baŋŋamba eddoboozi
has just killed this antelope. You were the first meat it saw.
Ye gwe ennyama eyasoose okulabibwa.
I protected you.
Naye nakuumye.
And as you know, Congolese, we like meat.
Kati nga we tumanyi ffe Abakongo we twagala ennyama.
Naye safuna maanyi g'okukwata nyama.
I could not really carry that.
I just left.
Nagitulekawo bulesi.
And my message that day
obubaka bwange olunaku olwo
was a testimony.
Bwali bujulizi.
And the pastor said,
Omusumba n'aŋŋamba,
we are coming back
ffe tukomawo.
This evening.
Akawungezi ka leero.
The people went and inviting other people.
Abantu ababadde banyiriza abantu abalala.
And the signpost was, that time there was no signpost.
Ebiseera ebyo tetwabanga na bupande.
They just used like, go and tell people to come and meet the man who met a lion. Because the Kihihi people knows that place. Lion has been killing people there. People came. And 20 people gave their life to Jesus Christ. Because they know that place. They know the story. And for me it was my first time to know about that. So whenever I'm going through a lot, I just go to my war room. When I'm crying to God, God always reminds me three things. About the language, about the lion, and one day, in Kampala here, in Chebando here, I was crying. Actually, I was about to go and commit suicide. But I went in a war room. I never even told people that I'm going to pray. Even my wife, I told her I'm just going somewhere. In Chebando Salo here, I went and prayed. In 2015, I was about to commit suicide. Why? I went and I prayed for 3 days, dry, without eating, drinking, to Prayer Mountain. That's where I met our papa the first time actually. Then, after 3 days, God told me to pray 7 days. That was my first time. Remember, I'm the guy from Baptist Church.
We don't fast like that. There they tell us that Jesus has done it all.
The pastor is telling people, you don't need to pray to fast.
Jesus has already done it.
Now, when God told me to fast for 7 days, I got voices. You are going to die. You are going to die. A man, when he spends 5 days without eating, drinking, he dies.
For a woman, she can only spend 7 days.
So the devil tried to bring that science into my mind. And I was like, a man 5 days, a woman 7? So I was like, no, God has told me 7. That was my first time and I have never done them again. But my point is, after praying for 7 days, after only 1 week, life became harder.
From the mountain in Seguku.
No food, no money, no rent, no what. And I was like, I can't see my children suffering. I better die. Remember, I'm praying for other people. And God is making miracles. God is doing so many things. And I said, no, I'm going to die. I better die. But I went in the church. That was only me. And God told me, tomorrow, I'm giving you food. As a sign that I'm with you. Don't commit suicide. I still need you. I still need you. I slept.
When I'm tired.
In the morning, I went back home. I just found a messenger. Someone wrote me on Facebook. A message.
They left a message.
Pastor Safari, I would like to meet you. Would you come tomorrow? That was now today because he sent me a message. For me, I was just crying in a war room somewhere.
I didn't see it.
Then I saw it that day. Then he said, would you come and find me at Gaddafi Road? I remember Gaddafi Road. I remember even the place. There is a school, Bible school called Kampala School. Kampala Evangelical School of Theology.
There is that school, the Baita Kampala Evangelical.
And this man told me, come and we meet there. And I went there. Ngasina transport.
I didn't even have transport. But I had to try to walk
from Chebando to Makerere side there. It's near for me that time.
It was a bit closer.
Today, if you tell me to walk there, it's like a punishment. But at that time, that was very, very, very. So I went there. And this man told me, I've been following you on Facebook. I can see you are doing ministries with refugees. We are trying to open up a mission here. Do you mind working with us? Because I really follow your page and I see you are doing a great work. Are you paid? I said, do you work with some other people? I said, no. I work with the heaven. I'm a missionary by faith. He was like, are you serious? I said, yes. How do you survive? I said, I just, as you have said it, I survive. I said, okay. Then he said, I can't promise, but I will talk with my people. This man was from Brazil. And see the way we can work together. Then he was like, if you are given an opportunity to work, are you ready to work? I said, nakora ku askari wano ku Kadik hospital. Nakora bu houseboy wanu Bukoto wanu.
I have been a houseboy just in Bukoto.
I don't even need to ask what kind of a job. He just, if you are given an opportunity, say, I just told him, yes, I'm ready. Then he said, okay. Let's pray about it. Then we wait. My point is, when he was saying bye, he called me back and Safari, come back. Let's go to the supermarket. Remember, God told me in a dream, tomorrow I'll give you food as a sign that I'm with you. Don't think about committing suicide. The guy, I never told him we don't have food. I never told him what I'm going through. I only responded to the questions he asked. But I never told him
that today we don't have food.
Oh, tomorrow
that tomorrow the house we are being evicted.
He just said, let's go to the supermarket. Tugenda ku Taski's supermarket ngechali opposite Makerere gate.
Taski's, that is opposite Makerere.
Simanyi oba ichaliyo naye jukira the name, it was Taski's supermarket.
Yalinga bagita Taski's.
Hi. For me, when I went there, I thought maybe 1 kilo of rice over water. Then he told me, can you pick that one? Then I said, what? Pick that one. A bag of 25 kilograms.
25 kgs.
Can you pick this one?
And I said,
sugar, 5 kilograms. Can you pick this one? Milk. Pick salt. Pick what? Hey! Then I was like, how am I taking them even? You know, when you are poor, then I was like, now transport. The
man went and paid everything in cash.
Do you know what? Do you mind? He was like requested, do you mind me driving? I said, yes. Please. He drove me. I reached home. And I just called my wife and my kids. Come and help me here. They were like, they came outside. The man opened the car. We were just removing food. And the next month or the following month,